Last time we made ourselves one of the top players in the Mexican standoff. We conquered our de jure kingdom and created the kingdom title. Now we can look beyond our immediate neighborhood, and what we see are two giants fighting it out. Two so-called republics, empire-level administrative realms, each capable of posing a huge threat to us. They are fighting one another in a war that will determine their fate. This is something we cannot ignore. Hello, my name is Michael and welcome back to the Mexican standoff in After the End CK3. We have recently become the kings of Gran Chichimica, and it's time for us to start spreading our influence more far afield. Specifically with the Republic of Mexico and the Mexican Republic, who are currently fighting each other. Now, we don't want either of them to win, we don't want them to become a single heir of the Mexican state, and as the Mexican Republic is currently losing, we have an interest to help them not do that. So how can we do that? Perhaps I can ally them through a marriage. We are both Cristero, the same faith, and they are willing. We are significantly weaker than the Republic of Mexico, even with our new Mexican Republic allies, but what we can do is hire mercenaries. And maybe even our Holy Order. Except I can't click on them for some reason. Okay, that's a bug that I encountered before in my California playthrough. I'm willing to go to a risky war to hopefully prevent the two Mexicos from uniting, so that's what I'm gonna do. Although, rather than joining the war directly that are fighting, maybe I should just declare my own war on the Republic of Mexico. That way I can call in my ally over here who is as powerful as me. Well, counting his mercenaries. And that way we can destroy their armies, helping our allies win their war. Oh my goodness, and I'm just now realizing these guys are conquerors, so yeah, we definitely need to put them down as soon as possible or else they're going to be a huge problem. Okay, so I have the Seas Peripheral Duchy CB, that's because they're administrative. We don't have the prestige to do that, though. But the penalty for declaring war anyway is just 180 fame, so you know what, that's a price I'm happy to pay. Just so we can get in there ASAP. I'm gonna call in my ally. It's funny, cause last episode I was kinda admonishing them for attacking someone much more powerful than them, and here I am doing the same. But this is strategic thinking here. Alright, so I'm gonna raise my troops here, and hopefully they'll come and join me. Okay, here we are now. Our goal here is to find and destroy the Republic of Mexico armies. They are probably somewhere in the Mexican Republic, so let's try and find them there. Alright, so here's the siege down land, so they're probably over here. Can I get there by avoiding attrition? Okay, good, I can by moving through my allies' territory. Oh, here they are. Here's the army of the Republic of Mexico. If I can get to mountains where... Oh, they're not looking to engage me, it seems. Okay, never mind. They're attacking me in a forest. And my ally isn't that close. Okay, good, he's coming to help me, but it's going to be too late. Oh my god, and my entire army got annihilated. You know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and concede the defeat. I can at least afford the reparations. So yeah, we are going to be dealing with a powerful Republic of Mexico. That's a lot of mercenaries, okay. And when they win their war against the Mexican Republic, we'll border them, so that's not great. But for now, I guess I'll just have to spend some time recovering. Oh, and now my ally is calling me to his aid. Yeah, I mean, I'll accept. I don't know how much I'll be able to do it for you there, friend. They're at 100% war score, so I'm guessing this everything will be subsumed into the green. Any second, here it is, yeah. And that is not good. My original plan was to now sort of expand south here into the Ure Empire of Mexico in the hopes of eventually becoming Emperor of Mexico. But now I'm more concerned with just surviving against the Republic of Mexico. With my allies totally destroyed, there's no reason to keep this betrothal going. Sorry, Aurora, but you are not useful. And my heir did come of age. Unfortunately, he's only a level 2 learning character. That's disappointing, as his tutor was a mastermind philosopher. He's ambitious, cynical, and sadistic. I mean, not great, not terrible. I guess I can betroth him to the princess in the kingdom of Mikokan. They have a nice number of troops. With their help, perhaps me and my allies can withstand the conqueror of the Republic of Mexico. Oh, they're not willing to accept. But they will accept if I make it a grand wedding. Alright, we'll do that. Oh, it looks like the... what is this? The Su Alteza? Whatever this guy's title is. It looks like the conqueror just lost a faction war, or not a faction war, a faction demand for independence, where a couple of these counts and one duke got their independence. Okay, good. And they are currently distracted by wars, slightly weakened. As soon as our truce with them expires in about a month, I think I'm gonna go in on them with my new Grand Alliance. Or I could wait for their leader to die. He's infirm and kinda old, definitely in poor health. Yeah, I'll think I wait for him to die and then try and break them. Oh, and I just had an idea about how I can weaken my vassal. This guy, who I helped become the Duke of Zacatecas, has all this land, but it's all under one duchy, because I control the Duchy of Lameras. So he controls this duchy title along with all of this land, but I control this duchy title. If I were to give him the duchy title that he doesn't control, well, now when he dies, and he will soon because of his poor health, those two duchies will be split by his 3 sons, thereby weakening them. If I hadn't done that, then one son would inherit a duchy and he would probably end up controlling the vast majority of all that land. I have access to my first dynasty legacy. Now I don't have a concrete plan on what I wanna do. I'm just gonna go for law. I think it's kind of an all-around mid sort of dynasty legacy. It gives you a nice little crop of bonuses. This powerful vassal counselor tax and levy contribution is very nice. And at the end you get +1 domain limit. Yeah, that's a nice thing to have. And we're in a new phase. We're in the holster phase. Okay, so that's, I'm guessing, a little bit more of a peaceful phase. Yeah, it's all about peace and not going to war with other involved rulers. That doesn't matter to us so much because we do need to go to war to deal with this republic. Although, thanks to my stewardship lifestyle, I was able to gather enough money to found a holy order. Hopefully it won't bug out like the other holy order and I will be able to hire it. Yeah, and it's always nice to have a holy order you can hire at no piety cost. And here we have our first merchant event. Wine for sale. Speaker Clover of Albuquerque has an interesting offer to make. She could supply my court with wine if we are interested in letting their merchants in. So I can say sounds like a deal to me and get the merchant trait, which doesn't give me anything until I get to level 1. And it looks like it's mostly focused on influence and High Republic government type. So it's probably not going to be that useful for us, but there's no reason not to take it. Boy, it's kinda worrying how much the Republic of Mexico has grown in such a short span of time. Man, it would be really nice if this guy dropped dead. Because it's an administrative realm, it's not his first son that inherits, but it will be this woman, who doesn't have great martial stats. She is a good diplomat, though. Yeah. Well, no matter, I definitely need to defeat them in a bunch of wars anyway. Aha! They are fighting! An independence faction. A pretty big one as well. Now, with their ally, they are stronger than them, but it will prove a big distraction for them. You know what? I think this is a good time for me and my allies to attack. Yeah, none of my allies... Wait, what happened to my other ally? This guy. Okay, yeah, he is still my ally, so why isn't he up... No, wait, this one isn't my ally anymore, why not? Oh no, there was a change in leadership and I didn't even notice. And now, because I'm only betrothed to this guy's sister, instead of the daughter of the ruler, I can't actually propose an alliance. Okay, fine, well that's a second betrothal that turned out to not be a fruitful one, although now losing a level of fame, that would be a somewhat costly penalty for breaking a betrothal. Okay, back to plan A, waiting for this guy to die. His heir is once again his son, who is also in poor health. Despite the fact that he is relatively young and doesn't have any diseases, so that's interesting. I guess he's just really naturally unhealthy. Well, that's good for us. The more of them die in quick succession, the weaker their so-called republic will be. Okay, the previous ruler of Mexico has died. His son inherited, that broke their biggest alliance. They are still fighting that independence war. Let's go in. I still can't pay the prestige price, but I'm willing to sacrifice even more fame for this. Oh, and a nice bonus, it looks like they're in debt, but now that they're a conqueror... Yeah, they're not going to be in debt for very long. I can go ahead and hire that holy order at no cost, that's nice. And I may even end up hiring some mercenaries later. Excellent, and my ally is ready to join me. Even without my ally, I'm about as strong as they are right now. I'm feeling hopeful about this war. Okay, well, this duchy is the war target, so I might as well start sieging that before I find their armies who are here. It looks like they just sieged down this county and here they come. Are they willing to face me? It looks like no. Okay, but as long as I can siege down this county, I can attack them there without taking any attrition. And it looks like I will siege it down before they siege theirs down. They are currently, of course, fighting their rebellion still. If I can catch those 2,000 out of position, that will be great. And look at this, yes, I'm hostile to their allies, but I'm not their enemy, so hopefully I can avoid fighting them as well. Oh no, okay, they got reinforced. From men-at-arms, it seems. Okay, I will have to hire mercenaries then. I also have this reminder to do a grand wedding. But I have pressing matters to attend to right now. I just hired 3 of the cheapest mercenary companies I had. Oh, and what's this, a war? Now my ally is... He's attacking someone. Okay, come on, man. Now is not the time to be fighting a second war. We're fighting against the incredibly powerful Republic of Mexico. They are fighting their new liege in a liberty war. Oh man, I was really counting on their support. Now they're going to go away and try and fight their own war. Okay, well, I did just win the war against the Republic of Mexico. I mean, that's a good thing in a way, but I didn't achieve what I was actually trying to do, and that is to destroy their armies. To make them maybe lose this war against their rebels and maybe have even more rebellions in the future. Well, look, I have 100 war score. I might as well try and fight them. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and win. I might as well use this holy order and mercenaries I hired. So yeah, if I start to lose a battle, I can just end the war instantly. So let's do that. Okay, they're running away. That's a good sign. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's so close, so close. Oh, but looks like I'm going to pull through in the end. Yes. Yes, okay, good. so I cost them like 2500 guys there. That's not that much in the grand scheme of things, and they did actually win their war against the rebellion, unfortunately. Okay, well, it's not a disaster, this. I get some fame, I get some legitimacy, and I get some territory. I have a new vassal who is of the wrong religion and faith, so I guess I'll have to try and sway her, maybe. Get her to like me to change her ways. I guess I might as well have this grand wedding so I don't get the malices from not doing it, even though I promised. We are gonna do it on the cheap though. Good news, my wife died and now I can marry to get another alliance. Bad news is I don't know how she died, so that's worrying, but no matter. 54-year-old being betrothed to a 9-year-old. Just CK3 things. Never mind, that's yet another betrothal that is no longer viable, because it doesn't bring me an alliance anymore. This time I'll get betrothed to an 11-year-old. It will be a matrilineal marriage, but I'm guessing she's not gonna have too many kids by me. By the time she grows up, I'll be 62. Yeah, and even if she does, I already have an heir, so it's fine, probably. Okay, so the Republic of Mexico recently had a succession that ended my truce with them. They are currently attacking these guys in a vassalization war. I guess I'm lucky that the Republic of Mexico is focusing more on expansion to the south rather than towards me. Hopefully they will be distracted that I, along with my allies, these guys and these guys, can go ahead and attack them, beat them, and weaken them a little bit. Okay, I could potentially press my vassal's claims, but I don't have the prestige. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Seize Peripheral Duchy. This one. Hopefully we can contain these guys. It looks like in the Peripheral Duchy Conquest CB you get a lot of war score from just occupying counties. And my main goal here isn't to take land, it's to destroy their armies. So I'm just going to wait here and wait for their 9,000 to come to me, and hopefully I'll win. Maybe I won't, but we'll see what happens. Here they are. They just disembarked. Maybe I can catch them before they group up with the rest of their armies. Yes! Yeah, there we go, that's a nice victory. That gives me 100% war score, but that's not enough. Look at that, that's a stack wipe right there. Let's do more. That's another stack wipe. Can we catch them again? It looks like no. Okay, well, the game will probably force me to do a peace soon, but there's no reason to rush. Maybe I can defeat them one more time. Also, I'm infirm and I have the tuberculosis. So I'm probably not going to live to see the end of this war, but hey, at least my heir is ready. Oh, well, that's just unfortunate. Why were you trying to kill me when I'm literally about to die and you're going to inherit everything as you have no siblings? Look, that causes him to lose legitimacy and is a crime. Well, I'm not going to do anything about it because he is my son, he's my only heir, but still, man, you lost that legitimacy, why would you do that? There, literally immediately, look what happened. And there we go, that's another victory against the Republic of Mexico. But they are still very powerful, and it looks like with their new young ambitious ruler they're going to get even more powerful still. I gotta say, that's all pretty worrying, not gonna lie. I guess right now is a good idea to take some time and recover from this plague, deal with the succession and get all my vassals to like me, and just generally consolidate Ernesto's power. Now this character does start with the learning education, and when I took over as him he already had a few perks in the fitness tree. So I think I'm just going to finish that off, so he's going to live a long life hopefully. And then I'm going to change probably to stewardship to fix my domain limit as well as increase my income. Also, my vassal has a claim on this little county here. It's not a bad idea to have my spymaster and Duke level vassal be indebted to me, and of course growing your territory is always nice as well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this little county for him. Just a couple of years after the last plague, we get this. I mean, Jesus, what is this, a zombie apocalypse or something? Goddamn, look at that. Well, I knew this was just a matter of time. Primera of Mexico is attacking me for one of the duchies I took from her. Now, I don't think I can win this, but I suppose that's not too much of an issue. It's not like I need that duchy for anything. Okay, it looks like they hired a mercenary company and sent them in alone. I can defeat them as long as no reinforcements arrive, and reinforcements is arriving. Okay, well, I guess I should get reinforcements of my own. I'm missing 100 piety to hire the more powerful Holy Order, so I guess I'll have to content myself with these guys. Yeah, it's not looking like I can really win this. Time to run away, and maybe pick off their mercenary company when they're alone. Will they come in to reinforce their mercenaries? It looks like they will, and they're arriving in time. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and surrender immediately. Yep, I lost that war, and look, they are very powerful. They are a conqueror, and they are an administrative realm, so they're not ever going to fracture into multiple different realms upon succession. I'm not seeing how I, a small feudal kingdom, can defeat them in a one-on-one fight. But I have an idea. Swear fealty. Now look, if I swear fealty, I will be under their protection. I will be in administrative realm, and I can conquer them from the inside. Yeah, that seems like a good idea to me. I'll have my own whole kingdom to serve as my base of power. So, that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Veneranda is now my new liege, and I am part of her realm. And I think that's going to be it for today, so join me next time when we do everything in our power to claw our way to the throne of the Mexican Republic. Oh, sorry, the Republic of Mexico. The Mexican Republic is a totally different thing that doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, my name has been Michael. I hope to see you then, and goodbye.